No, the way I keep track of like what real prices are and whether or not a system itself is valuable. What's up? Is I always go down inside that tech sector over there. Yeah, revise the price of the phone, and then if they have it out there, I'll just double check a good reference, which is always the graphical unit. Not even the storage space. Oh yeah, what's up? This is the graphical unit. It's like the main reference point that you can always check. That relate to like the price of like tech or the systems. And also your niches inside the electrical engineering or the system. Yeah, that you do. Like like the outlet one that turn into the electric port into an electrical outlet, and then your mesh system over here. That's gonna be part of your. Because all that is prototype systems that then go off like be part of your drone system and your mesh system. Because all this varies is like same feature on the space. That's why I tell you that the CompTIA dude over here and the net sector dudes, yeah, had their own universal system over here within a space. But at the same time, that space itself was only tackled by very few that are like not even mathematically proficient, in the domain of physics proficient with a domain of like computer software engineering in the space with chemical engineering. Yeah, stuff that you do on the side over here for fun, and then by the time you're done over here, yep. Well, I don't know, man. Once you get a hang of it, you become like me over here, going out to like go off and design your own company and your own system. There's someone that some of these dudes want to do their own thing. Yeah, and my stuff over there ain't even ring doorbell or nothing like that. Myself, they're like straight up prototype. Yeah, of a cyber system, and then go about my affairs. But somewhere I bought a whole bunch of like nosy, greedy people that are like thirsty for money. I like all sorts of stupid people that should not even be in the topic. And those that are inside the topic themselves, also, they're like corrupted. I like people that want to go off and like steal data around the space and go off and like do pedophilia on the side. Yeah, and then actually they fall back inside a corporate police group over here. That's feel like them on. That's feel like some billionaires overseas that are like shit you not even believe. Like I'm like really a slave scam center. Yeah, so they capture the people, they beat them down, make them miserable, and then eventually they release them on the people. Basic, yeah, you already know where they get that from. That's how it's like that. Military strategy on the space talk. No, you're like, why would you do that? Would you do that for money? No, there's no way you're gonna do that for money because of the fact that the people will revolt under you. That's how. So you use them as a weapon. Yeah, human flesh that you get rid of because of the fact that you have a bigger objective to go off and launch a bigger gun at the person, which means you're looking to kill them in an all-out war. So that's why you get to see the sadness of like the real economy more, especially at the end of the world. Yeah, actually it's so disgusting every time you get to think about it that they told you go off and chase after your dream, and then until you're at the edge of the world, your dream itself and at a bigger gun that's produced by the rage of like other systems and their errors on the space. Yeah, and it has full capability to go off and like shoot you down in the process. No, because they should have adopted the Best Buy system a long time ago because they had modified their gaming and because Best Buy himself will go off and have the graphical units fresh out the warehouses, yeah, that go off and store it from like Taiwan or stuff like that, and eventually they just put it on the ports and like they ship them off to like California on the space zone. And then other people that get it really quickly get rid of it on the underground network that used to be underground. What's up? When you still have Tiger Directs and the groups. Yeah, and they go off and be like the first ones to go off and obtain information of like prototypes of systems and give a feedback. Give a feedback to some of the firmware developers about like errors or like things that's way to like troubleshooting or like hardware failure, all that stuff like to go off and like someone update the codes. Yeah, whenever they had their time or something like that. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's like it's those of us that like living that lifestyle over here. What's up? Live it. What's up? Then all of a sudden they got like newcomers that like just jumping into it. They got the fact that scalpers and like scammers and like ransomware people all decide to hang out inside the space area that's way to like neo corporate with like hardware to go off on crypto mine and do scalping for like tickets. So by the time they met the scammers, we were going off to like drive the Lambo GCs while they were under the federal investigation of like different government groups if they're not being bought yet or like extorted. Yeah, everybody decided to like jump and follow it more on the space just for the quick millions of dollars more on the space. I said I don't judge enough on that, but I'm like, yo, why did they have to be so fucking aggressive inside the intrusion system over here? That shit's so disgusting, man. By the time I walk inside Walmart over here, my 5G wireless system decreases due to logic that's way to like maybe they didn't want to host a cell tower or repeater area. So now I have to swap over the Walmart Wi-Fi network over here. Yeah, as an encouragement and discouragement to not use my wireless system. And by the time I jump into the wireless communication Walmart itself, and to my data, immediately I already have malware going to my phone over here as like backdoors, and then eventually possibly a data dump that's going to be way to like a hack for like their own employees or others that are going to work as like admin inside their own system or even law enforcement. And then eventually the data gets dumped over the cyberspace, and then eventually class action lawsuit happen. Walmart loses money. I only get $60 out of it, and then to that itself, you're gonna see a warfare. That's way to like individuals from different teams. That's way to like a spy group that goes off. All this sells information, and like the most valuable information is the identity of the spies that they can just randomly catch by coincidence, just because of the fact that they randomly decide to go off like connect to a Wi-Fi system. And then coincidentally in there, the admin was not proficient. Yeah, corruption somewhere. Or he got hacked by like a one Swiss friend or something like that. And then eventually that data ends up over the cyberspace, and eventually the database or the AI system will be depending on like which group, because you know they form a union from different nations over here, like Russia, like Belarus, down to like Serbia, all the way down to Turkey, down to like Syria, down to like Iran, back to China, back to Vietnam, back to Cambodia. And like all around the space itself into India, and then makes it back into like certain groups that makes it to Canada, the United States, Europe, France, even France, and then back in Brazil, and then to like certain hubs across Mexico City, and then right back into the United States. And they all collect data and information about new potential spies, new potential police officers, and military personnel. And those are just like random with like they could go off and sell as like valuable information. To then go off and have a group look at them, and not even a professional group. What's up? Cheap labor, like a slave camp center over here. I cannot make this shit up, man.